o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock.
I'm Groovy Judy!
And I'm Pete.
And this is
7 o'clock rocks!
This is our special tribute to our beloved friend and former bandmate, Marty Cohen.
Good old Marty.
That's right.
We miss him.
We do so much. And we'll say a little bit more about that in a minute, but we're going to play some music. So all the songs we're doing tonight are ones that Marty used to sing in the band, like this one.
Help me, babe, I can't do it by myself. You gotta help me, babe, I can't do it by myself. You don't wanna help me, mama, I'm gonna find somebody else. Now when I walk, you walk with me. When I talk, you talk to me. But baby, I can't do it by myself. You don't wanna help me, mama, I'm gonna find somebody else. Take it. Talk to me, but baby, I just can't do it by myself. You don't wanna help me, mama, I'm gonna find somebody else. Now I might walk, I might take a train, might ride my motorcycle, might take a plane, but baby, you know I can't do it by myself. You don't wanna help me, mama, I'm gonna find somebody else. Take it away. Put on your morning gown. Bring me my nightshirt. Put on your morning gown. I don't feel like sleeping, yeah. I feel like lying.
Tuning into our special Bluesy Bluesy Tuesday, tribute to Marty Cohen show. It's so nice to see everybody. Happy Tuesday!
Happy Tuesday, everyone.
Yeah.
Hope everyone's doing well.
Oh, and happy first day of fall, too.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yes.
such a beautiful day today.
Welcome, autumn.
That's right. Welcome, autumn. I can't believe it's autumn already.
Couldn't really tell by the weather, though.
No.
It still feels like summer outside.
It does. Thankfully so, right? Well, like we said, tonight is a special show. We're honoring our beloved friend and bass player Marty Cohen, who unfortunately passed away suddenly in August 26th. He left us to go to the other side. And so we can't really do a party, a get-together, because of the current COVID situation. So we thought we would just do a little musical tribute to Marty and play all the tunes that he sang in the band. And that's what we're doing tonight on our show. So we appreciate you guys being here. And, Marty was in the band for about 7 years. And we met, I'm just going to give you a little backstory here. We met at a party. We met at a 4th of July party. And Pete and I were invited to come to this 4th of July party and sit in and play a couple of tunes. And we didn't have a bass player.
And it was at someone's house, right? It was somebody with some money.
Well, it was at a very nice home
in
Woodside, California.
Well, there you go.
And it was a great party. It was a lot of fun, and our friends were there. And so our good friend Steve Layton Smith said, hey, there's
Shout out to Steve.
That's right. Shout out to Steve. There's this really cool guy, Marty Cohen, and I'm sure he would love to sit in with you guys. So I don't remember. Do you remember how much time Marty had to prepare for this? It wasn't very long.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
And that was a while ago.
Well, that was many years ago. But
that was like 70 years
anyway,
ago.
I sent him a few songs, and one of them was Jimmy's Sister. And if you guys know anything about my originals, they're not easy, okay? So Marty had to learn a couple of my songs right away and play those at the party. And, he did as good as he could. He didn't like blow anybody out of the water. But what impressed me about him is that he was really nice and he was really easygoing. And I just liked him right away.
Yeah, good spirit.
Yeah, he was a good spirit, So that's how we met. That's how this whole relationship started, was at a 4th of July party. Now, before we go any further and play another song that Marty used to sing, we're going to do our traditional thing, and that is clap.
For the first responders.
For our first responders, because we like to do that.
Everyone on the front lines, all the firefighters who are still out there working real hard.
That's right.
All the emergency responders, and everyone making our lives easier while we're dealing with this whole crazy pandemic situation.
Yes, we so appreciate you. And normally what I do on our live streams is any tips that I collect, I share those tips with the first responders, but I'm going to do something different tonight. So if you guys tip us, which is very easy to do, it's paypal.me/GroovyJudy or Venmo at Groovy-Judy. All the money that I collect tonight, I'm going to put it in a fund called Marty Party. So that when COVID is over with, because we are going to have a celebration of Marty.
Yeah, and it may be a while.
It will be a while, of course. But any money I collect tonight is going to go to the Marty Party. So if you feel like donating to the Marty Party tonight, we'd really appreciate that, because it's going to be a blowout for sure. All right, let's get back to the tunes. And by the way, Pete is stepped up to the plate here, and he's singing all the songs that Marty used to sing. Why not? Pete's a great singer.
Oh, thank you. I don't have quite as deep a voice as Marty, but,
Marty was a male, and so is Pete, if you haven't noticed. So we just thought it would be fitting if Pete did all the songs. Anyway, this is a favorite of our friend Deepak's. Actually, he requested this song a lot at a lot of our gigs. Yeah,
I hadn't remembered that little deep. See, you've got a good memory. Remember this
Sometimes
stuff.
I do. And also, if any of you knew Marty, would you please type in the chat some any special memory of Marty? Anything that you liked about Marty? Any just special thing about Marty? Any interaction you had with him? Well, we got a few more stories for you here later in the show, but if you have anything you want to say about Marty, please type it in the chat.
Yeah, and if you walked away from a show saying, boy, that Marty guy, fill in the blank.
Yeah. All right. Let's take it away. This one is called
Heart of Stone.
Heart of Stone.
You put salt in my water. You put sugar in my soul. I can't fight you no more. You're making me feel alone. I try to give you silver, but you only take gold. You're the cream in my coffee and the light in my day. You give me something to live for, and then you take it away. I try to give you some love, but you turn it away. You've got a heart of stone. You got a heart of stone.
You got a heart of stone.
You're gonna end up alone. You got a heart of stone. Woman, you can be so mean. I keep telling myself what a fool I've been. I wanna leave you alone with your heart of stone. I'll give you all my money, but when I call you up, you're nowhere to be found. All my money, and you throw it around. But when I call you up, you're nowhere to be found. You've got a heart of stone. You've got a heart of stone. You're gonna end up alone. You got a heart of stone. You got a heart of stone. You got a heart of stone. You got a heart of stone.
Yeah, baby. All right, Groovy, thank you. Oh, nice to see you, Wendy.
Hey, Wendy.
I'm going to try and say hi to everybody.
Okay.
And while I'm doing that, then maybe Pete can share another Marty story.
Oh, Marty. When we first met Marty, when he first joined the band, and I think when we first met him, he was a vegetarian. Not real strict because he really liked ice cream. So he couldn't give up his ice cream, which I can kind of understand. So he had some challenges trying to find food at times. He usually did pretty well. And at one point, I don't know what happened, he just sort of said, no, I'm an omnivore. I'm going to eat whatever.
Which, of course, made it a lot easier for him and us when we went out to eat at restaurants, you know.
Yeah, now I'm the difficult one. Now I'm a vegan, so.
Okay, so Matt is here. Hello, Matt.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, Janet. Janet Randall's here.
Well, hello, Janet.
Petunia's here.
Hello, Petunia.
Heidi's here.
Hi, Heidi.
Heidels.
And Heidels.
Of course, Linda's here.
Well, hello, Linda.
And Denise.
Hello, Denise.
And Debbie.
Hello, Debbie.
And Aaron.
Hello, Aaron.
And Diana.
Hello, Diana.
Tamra.
Tamra. We also said hi to Wendy earlier.
That's right.
Good to see you here.
And Lisa's here.
Hello, Lisa.
And Laura Kay. Hello. Oh, that's nice. She's from Oregon. She's Jane's cousin. Jane is Marty's wife.
Ah. Cool.
Yeah.
Nice of you to join us.
Okay, so some of you are typing in the comments, and thank you for your condolences too. You're typing that in. Yes, we appreciate that. And some of you are typing in where you met Marty or how you know Marty or anything about Marty you want to say in the comments. Just put it in there.
Share it with us and with everyone else watching.
That's right. That's right. So yes, again, if you tip us, all that money is going into the Marty Party Fund. Because once COVID is over with and it's totally safe, we are going to have a blowout. For sure. Marty knew a lot of people here in the Bay Area and really kind of all over the world. He grew up in, was it Brooklyn, right?
I think so.
Yeah. He grew up in Brooklyn, New York. His family moved out to Los Angeles area in 1969. And that's how he came out to the West Coast.
And Marty and I have that in common. I grew up in New Jersey, so we're both from the East Coast, and we both moved out to California.
Right.
Marty moved out a little sooner than I did.
And Marty has lived in many places here on the West Coast, Santa Cruz being one of them. So he has a lot of friends down there. He also did spend some time in Phoenix, Arizona.
He's been in a lot of bands.
And he's been in a lot of bands. So a lot of musicians have played with Marty and love Marty here in the Bay Area as well. So once we do have the Marty Party, it's going to be a lot of great musicians showing up. And of course, we'll let you guys know whenever that happens and make sure that you all can come.
And Marty was very generous musically as well as just in general. He was a very generous guy.
Yeah, he was. In fact, the last time I saw him was July 21st. And I remember that specifically because I had to drive up. He lived in San Francisco. And I had to drive to San Francisco to run an errand. And at the same time, I said to Marty, I said, hey, can I stop by your house? And the reason why, and this has to go with his generosity, he was always thinking of other people. Over the holidays, when we, took a little break between, Christmas and New Year's and just, had some time off a little bit in January, he said to me, hey, Judy, I have a steam cleaner, if you'd like. I can clean your Persian rugs. So in the band, we have 2 really nice Persian rugs, but they were getting kind of yucky.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, from all the gigs that we were doing. Yeah. And so Marty offered to clean them for us, which was so sweet.
Boy, did they need it.
Because that right there, that would have cost us a lot of money. So I said, sure, no problem. So I gave him the rugs. And then, of course, coronavirus hit, and we didn't see each other for a while. And I don't think he cleaned the rugs right away either, which was fine because we didn't need them. But at some point, I said, yeah, I think I'd like to go get my rugs. So I made an appointment to go to his house and pick up the rugs and run an errand while I was in San Francisco. And it was great. We had a great visit. We socially distanced. We didn't hug or, anything. And normally, Marty and I would always hug and we'd even kiss, okay? Not in a, not in a boyfriend and girlfriend way.
In a platonic way.
In a platonic way, yes.
And you also got to spend a little time with his dog.
Yes. So on this particular afternoon, I went over to his house, and we hung out in his backyard. And Marty loved to garden. Any of you who've been to his house, you'll know. He has an amazing backyard and a beautiful garden. So we sat out in his backyard, and we enjoyed the garden, and I got to play with his dog Rufus. And we just had a really nice visit, and he was so excited. He showed me his brand new Stratocaster that he had just bought, and it was beautiful guitar. He let me hold it and, kind of play it a little bit. And he had just gotten it off of eBay, and so happy because not only did Marty play bass, I mean, that was his main instrument, obviously, but he also played guitar, and he also played mandolin. Yeah, so he had a few of those lying around too. And he was so happy with this electric guitar. He couldn't wait to really, enjoy it. So that was great. I got to see it, and I got to enjoy it a little bit too. But that was the last time I saw Marty, unfortunately. And but I'll always remember that day very well because it was a lovely time that we had in his backyard. And it was cold. It was a cold, foggy day in San Francisco, which kind of goes with this next song.
Once was a sweet thing, baby. Held our love in our hands. But now I reach to kiss your lips. It just don't mean a thing. And that's a cold shot, baby. Yeah, that's a drag. A cold shot, baby. Remember the way that you love me. Do anything that I say. Now I see you out somewhere. You won't give me the time of day. And that's a cold job, baby. Yeah, that's a drag. That's a cold shot, babe. Sorry for ever causing you pain. You showed your appreciation by walking out anyway. And that's a cold shot, baby. Yeah, that's a drag. A cold shot, baby. this I hear going on around town. People been trying to put the kid down. Yeah, yeah. Hey, look what you did. You can call it what you want. I calls it messing with the kid. Kid run high, but I don't pay. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say. Yeah, yeah. But look what you did. You can call it what you want. I call it messing with a kid. Gonna take the kid's car and drive around town and tell everybody that's been putting him down. Oh yeah. Look at what you did. You can call it what you want. I called it messing with a kid. Hey, something gonna mess with a kid. Tell me you love me, tell me you lie. You know I love you till the day you die. Oh, but look at what you did. You can call it what you want. I calls it messing with a kid. Hey man, you wanna mess with a kid? How about you? You wanna mess with a kid? Then let's take it home. Come on. Yeah!
Marty!
Marty.
Oh, Marty, we love you. We miss you. We appreciate you. And we appreciate all of you being here. Thanks so much for joining us for our celebration. We're not done yet. Oh, no. We got some more songs for you.
You know, at different times, Marty used to attempt to grow whiskers, and Jane didn't like it too much. And she
No,
was not
she did
shy
not.
about letting him know.
No.
But then when the pandemic started, he just decided to grow a pandemic beard, kind of like me, except I trim mine a little bit every day. Marty didn't trim his.
No.
No, he
did
just
not.
let it. He started looking like the old man on the mountain.
Which he loved,
Yeah.
of course.
And I think Jane sort of put up with it.
She tolerated it. You know, that's what wives do sometimes,
Yeah.
you know. Speaking from experience.
Hey.
I meant that in a good way.
Oh, okay.
The other thing that was always kind of funny about Marty is, okay, and so in the band, we like to dress uniformly when we go to gigs. And you know, I'd always pick a color, like, you know, we're all going to dress in blue, or we're all going to dress in red, or we're all going to dress in black. You know, whatever the color was, we all had to wear the same color. And so we planned this way ahead of time before the show. And sometimes Marty would show up and go, oh, shoot, I forgot my shirt.
Got my bass.
Yeah.
My amp.
Well, sometimes he would forget equipment, too.
That's right. Got my amp. No, actually, he would always come with his bass. Sometimes he'd forget the amp.
Yes. Yes.
Not often, but it did happen once or twice.
Yes, and he would freely admit that he was a space cadet. Okay, very smart guy.
Oh, yeah.
Really
Oh,
super
yeah.
smart. Like,
A lot of fun to talk to.
yes, very intelligent, easy to talk to, great conversationalist, but spacey sometimes. And so he would forget his shirts, he would forget his gear. But the thing I was going to say about the shirts is that he would go, "Oh no, I gotta go get a shirt." So he would just dash out to the Goodwill, or he would find a store. He would
Walmart.
do whatever it took to get a shirt before the show started, which I totally appreciated, you know, and he didn't mind, you
And
know.
you'd have a brand new red shirt or a green
Yeah.
shirt or whatever it was.
He found some really cool shirts by doing that. Obviously, it would have been just easier if he had brought the shirt, but yeah, it's okay.
Yeah,
It all,
what are
it
you
all
gonna
worked
do?
out,
What are you
right?
going to do?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? So we have a lot of great memories with Marty. You know, we traveled a lot with him as well. He and I would travel together. We tried to carpool whenever we could to very long gigs, and so we spent a lot of time in the car together, talking and just, you know, getting to know each other and just chit chatting about different things. And he was always a great companion. Really fun to be with, and
Yeah, he
even
even gave me a ride home once or twice from gigs.
yeah, he did. And on even longer trips where we had to stay over, occasionally we'd get a motel room and it would be Pete and me and then Marty. You know, there was usually 2 beds, and Marty would just take the other one, and it was no problem. He was very easy to travel with, and very easy to get along with.
He
And
fit neatly in a suitcase.
yeah, he fit neatly in a what?
No.
Anyway, he was just a great guy, and like I said, we're gonna miss his presence, but we know that he's still with us, always in spirit, right? And so,
Yeah, we have our memories of him.
oh, so
And we've got
somebody's
videos of him too.
asking about the tattoos.
Oh.
So, I don't really know much about the tattoos that
Well,
he had.
he had this one artist whose work he just loved. I think that guy was in New York. So he was somewhere on the East Coast. So when Marty wanted to get a new tattoo, he would always go to the same guy. So he would make a special trip to get a new tattoo, which is why he had some pretty awesome tattoos.
I'm just reading the comments here.
Okay.
You guys are saying a lot of nice things, so appreciate that. Yeah, I don't really know. I didn't really ask him about his tattoos.
Huh, well,
I thought they were cool.
yeah, he
But
had some great ones.
Yeah, he had some really nice ones. So yeah, I can't help you out there, whoever asked about the tattoos. Should we sweat it out a little bit?
Yes, I'm already sweating.
Yes. Well, why not sweat some more?
My shirt doesn't really breathe.
Once again, these are all songs that Marty sang, okay, in the band. Professionally and carefully done by Pete tonight.
I don't care about your past. I just want our love to last. I don't care, darling, about your faults. I just want to satisfy your pulse. When you kiss me, when you miss me, baby, hold my hand, make me understand. I'll break out in a cold sweat. I don't care about your wants. I just wanna way you treat me, darling. I just want to understand you, honey. When you kiss me, darling, and you miss me, baby, you hold me tight, make everything alright. I break out in a cold sweat. When you kiss me, honey, and you miss me, darling, when you hold me tight, make everything alright. I break out in a cold sweat. So one other thing that I remember fondly about Marty, he was kind of a goofy guy. You know, whenever anyone around him would be taking pictures, selfies especially, Marty was very fond of photobombing, and so he would always jump in, and he was a tall guy, so you know it was easy for him to just sort of stick his head in there and get in the picture and make a goofy face. I'm a stranger in my own hometown. I'm a stranger in my own hometown. Everywhere I go, people staring me down. California, I'm your transplant son. California, I'm your transplant son. Down the road right there, that's where I come from. I used to walk these streets down McDonald Street. I used to walk these roads down McDonald Street. Born in Phillipsburg, that's my claim to fame. Lord, I'm a stranger in my own hometown. I'm a stranger in my own hometown. Everywhere I go, people, they're staring me down. Take it, Judy. house I lived in, it don't stand no more. House I lived in, it don't stand no more. Well, they took it all down there, tore it down to the core. The boy came up to me and he said, "What you doing round here? Hey stranger, what you doing round here? By nightfall, you better disappear. I'm a stranger in my own hometown. A stranger in my own hometown. Everywhere I go, people staring me down. Let's get it down.
Yeah. Oh, so nice to see everybody once again. Yeah. Hey, Tom, how's it going? Yay.
Hey, Tom.
And Susie was over here on
Oh, hello,
Instagram. Nice to see you, sweetheart. Thank you for your condolences. We do appreciate that. And just a friendly reminder once again, any tips we collect tonight are going into the Marty Party Fund. Because we want to make sure once COVID is over with and everything's safe, we can have a big blowout for Marty.
And if you're interested in tipping us, we have PayPal and Venmo options. You can find us at paypal.me/GroovyJudy. And at Venmo, it's at Groovy-Judy.
That's right. Yeah. So, I'm trying to think of what else I can say about Marty. I don't know. I think I've pretty much covered everything that I can think of right now. It's
Well, Marty used to do sound for us.
oh, that's right. That's
And,
right.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what else I can
Okay.
say. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
All right. Well, since you brought that up, that jogged my memory. You know. Yeah, Marty was the sound man in the band, which, you know, is a pretty important role, and he gladly took it on. And then when we got a brand new digital mixer, he was more than happy to continue mixing the sound, and he even took the mixer home and
He
worked
wasn't
up.
too sure about it at first, but when he started researching, he's like, "Wow, this is really nice."
Yeah. So we got the QSC TouchMix 16, which is a really nice board, but very
16 channel. That's what the 16 means.
right, but complicated. And so
Kind of, yeah.
yeah, he took it home and he studied it and he learned a bunch of things about it, and then every time he would come to a gig, he would know a little more, and how to work it better, and it was just kind of a learning curve and a work in progress. But that was one of the many ways he helped me out. He was a big help to me. Really, he was. Not only with playing bass, but he would help me carry gear into the, loading and unloading, as any of you musicians that are watching know, is a big chore.
Oh yeah.
Marty was always willing and able and ready to help, and he did sound, and yeah, he was just a big support system for me. He was my friend first, though. Always friends first, bandmates second.
Yeah, we did some FaceTimes with him during the pandemic.
Yeah, I've been keeping in touch with all my band members. We haven't, we never got together after. Our last show with Marty was on March 7th of this year out in Lodi. And then the pandemic hit, and
When was the Club Fox one?
the Club Fox one was March 1st.
Ah, okay.
That was the last real band show, and if you go to my Facebook page, you'll see there's a picture of us standing in front of the Club Fox in Redwood City.
That was a great show.
Yes, it was. It was a good one to go out on for
Yep.
the pandemic, really. But and hopefully we can play there again. But yeah, that was the last real band gig we had with all four of us, Kelly, Alan, and myself, and Pete, and Marty. And we were like a family, you know? A band is a family.
Oh, sure.
It really is, especially when you're friends, and we're all friends. And we keep in touch with Kelly, and we kept in touch regularly with Marty, but Marty was very cautious about the virus, which is totally understandable.
Yeah.
He didn't want to go. He didn't want to go in any rooms. He didn't want to rehearse in our rehearsal space that we have because it didn't have any ventilation, and he just wasn't comfortable. So unfortunately, we never got together again to play. But it was always good to talk to him over FaceTime, and like I said, I got to see him that one time at his house, so that was nice.
Yeah, that's why it was such a shock when we heard the news.
Yeah.
Because he was a healthy guy in general, you know.
Yeah,
he
was.
took care of himself. You know,
Very much
you
so.
could tell just by looking at him, and he was fit.
Yeah, he ate well, he took care of himself, he exercised. So yeah, and the full autopsy report is not out yet, so we don't really know the official cause of death. I'm sure at some point we'll learn, but in any case, it doesn't really matter right now. What matters is that we're celebrating him. Marty, we love you, we appreciate you, and we're going to do another song that you sang in the Groovy Judy Band. And you guys, you know, if you haven't been up dancing tonight, this is your last chance. Get up and dance.
I hear that train a-comin', it's rolling down the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on, but that train keeps rolling on down the Saturn Road. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. Now I hear that whistle blow, I hang my head and cry. I bet there's rich folks eating in a fancy diamond car. They're probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. But I know I had it coming, I know I can't be free. But those people keep a moving, and that's what tortures me. Well, if they free me from this prison, if our railroad train was mine, I bet I'd move a little farther down the line, far from Folsom Prison. That's where I want to stay. And I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away.
We love you, Marty.
Love you, Marty.
Rest in peace, my brother. We'll see you on the other side. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in to our tribute to Marty Cohen. We love you and we appreciate you so much. We will see you live here in October, live streaming, and we'll see you this Friday if you're in the San Mateo Peninsula at Pinstripes, Friday, September 25th. Come join us at Pinstripes in San Mateo from 6 to 9 p.m. All my events are posted on my website, groovyjudy.com. Yeah. And thank you in advance for your gratuities. Remember, those are going to the Marty Party. All right, thank you again, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Bluesy Tuesday. Happy fall.
Thanks, everyone.